everybody, and welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you how to make these really cute little hand sanitizer boxes, and I'm making them for my kids' teachers. And now that my kids are in middle school, it requires for me to make a couple more. So it's really easy, really simple, just a little box, and we're going to use the envelope punch board. So let's get started. What you're going to need is a paper that measures 4.5 by 4.5, and I'm using this double-sided paper, and I'm gonna get my envelope punch board and let's start punching. Now you're gonna have to follow along because it is a bit tricky to explain, but let's get started. We're gonna start punching. First, line it up with 1.5 scoring line. You're gonna punch and then score the line. There we go. And then we're going to do another one. You're going to move it over to the 2 3/4 line, punch and score. Sorry, my camera moves a little bit while I punch. Then we're going to turn it to the left, and now we're going to follow along the scored lines. And we're going to punch and score. And we're going to do the same thing with the second line. We're going to line it up to the score, punch, and make another score line. Same thing we're going to do to 3 sides is punch, score, then line it up again, punch, and score. Now what we're going to do is make the little box to fold in itself, so we need all these score lines. Now on the last one, I'm showing you the lines. We're going to turn it and we're going to line it up, and we're only going to score. We're only going to punch. We're not going to score. So no score line. No. Move it over. Line it up. We're going to punch the line. Then we're going to score. There we go. So we're actually skipping one score line, if you see. There we go, and that's what we end up with. There we go. Now we're gonna go back. See, you can see there's no score line on one of the sides, which is the last side. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fold all my edges, make sure they're nice and sturdy. And I was deciding right there whether I wanted the actual polka dots on the other side, but I ended up not doing it. So make sure reinforce all those edges nice and folded. Make sure they're all nice and neat. There we go. Now as you can see right here, now that they're all nice and folded, there's the top part that doesn't have the fold or the scoring. Sorry, there's one that's missing at the top. See right there, directly at the other end of it, there's these 2 little squares on each side. Right here I'm going to cut, and I'm also going to cut on the other side. So this is going to be the little flaps to help it fold into itself, to make the bottom of the box. So I'm going to cut kind of a tiny, really thin triangle. There we go, and just simply peel those little edges off. Now remember, this is the bottom end, or the opposite half of the end that didn't have that double score line. And then we're going to do something with that end as well, the one that has a score line. The reason we didn't score the other piece or the other side from the scoreboard or the punch board is because we're going to end up cutting that piece off. So I'm still kind of folding all my edges. So this is a side that didn't have that scored edge. We're going to line it up and cut it off. That's it. That was the side that didn't have the scored edge. There we go. I hope you could see the score edges. Yes, you can. Okay. Now I'm going to use this amazing silicone liquid glue. I am going to link the Martha, who is on Instagram. She sells it. It's really good. So I'm going to fold on these edges. So I'm having it folded. The left side I'm going to fold on the second line and put the glue on the tip and on the right side I'm going to just put it on the inside tip. I hope this makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, it's easier to see it. There we go, and just fold it over, and that makes it even. There we go. Kind of hold it a little bit. Okay. Looks pretty good. Feels like it's kind of tight, I guess. Now what we're gonna do is, ta-da! The beginning of the box. It's coming along, as you can see. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the same glue and we're gonna put it on those little flaps that we cut. Now that you see it, it kind of makes sense, right? Okay. We're gonna put the glue a little bit, not a lot, on both of those little flaps. And on the opposite side of the point. I'm so sorry that I covered it. So not the inside point. No. The outside. There we go. Because that's what's going to end up going inside the box. And that's what we want to be glued in. Now we're going to grab this and stick it in. Very good. Put it in and let the glue kind of hold it together. Now we're going to end up putting our hand sanitizer into the box, and this is going to help us hold it together and push down on the wet glue. And I'm sure you can use the tacky tape, the red tape, or the tacky glue, or even a hot glue gun if it doesn't show that burn mark on the paper, because I know a lot of paper does that too. So now we're going to use this printed paper, and I got this at Hobby Lobby, and this measurement is 5.5 by 1 7/8, and I'll write down all the measurements for the orange paper and as well as this printed paper. Now I'm just gonna kind of find the middle and wrap it around the box and just kind of manually fold on those edges on the left and the right side. Same thing, gonna keep on wrapping and kind of just make marks. I'm not gonna use my punch or my scoreboard to do this because it just seems easier to do it this way. I'm sure you can go and make it all nice and fancy, but I'm just going to use my fingers for this. So I kind of made it an imprinted, and then I'm just going to go and put some double-sided tape on one of the sides. Oh, and actually I'm going to reinforce those folds just using the bone folder that came with the envelope punch board. And I really like this paper. I was looking for more of a holiday Thanksgiving paper, but when I went to Hobby Lobby, it seemed like everybody wanted the Thanksgiving paper. So I just got a fall themed one, which I kind of liked. I liked the teal colors, the dark teal in there. So I'm going to put the score tape on the side that's printed, because when I put it around the box, it's going to fold over, so it'll cover that part. And that's the only adhesive that I'm using on this to wrap the little band around this box. There we go. So this is the side that has the glue on it, as you can see. I actually want that one on the bottom. And then we're gonna fold over the side, and that's gonna glue. Make sure you line them up really nicely, because I have a hard time doing that sometimes and it comes out wonky. But there you go. So far, that's done. Super easy, and we used our envelope punch board. Now I have these little leaves that I got at a thrift. They're already gold, glittery on the tips, on the outside edges, and I have this really cute and perfect size thank you die cut that my friend Tina gave me in a giveaway that I got. And I don't know where it's from. I completely forgot. I took out the package and I put it in with my words and a little sentiment with my word die cuts. Same thing, I'm going to put some glue and I'm going to actually add the leaf. There we go. And then same thing, I'm only going to add glue to the A and the end, the A and N letters of the thank you, because I want the others to kind of look like they're off the leaf, if that makes sense. So the only really stuck on part of that word is the A and the N. And I'm going to do the same thing with the word you. Just put it on the O and some of the Y. And put it in. There we go. Now I had cut these papers beforehand, and I'm just going to stick in the sentiment as well on the bottom of that. I cut out these papers, and once I put it together, I thought I would have changed the color of the thank you. It's like a burgundy glittery color, and I would have changed it. I don't know what color I would have changed it. Maybe a gold. I don't know. A gold foil would have looked good. But it is what it is, and I think the teachers are going to appreciate this little gift. No matter what, you can never have enough hand sanitizer. I'm very adamant that teachers should have that. I feel like we underappreciate our teachers sometimes. And this is just a little something. It doesn't amount to everything that they do, but at least we know they're being thought of. So that's pretty much it. I did these in different colors, and my favorite is that teal colored one. I think it's cuter. I don't know. But thanks guys for stopping by. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it was easy. If you have any questions, let me know. And this is the end result. Thanks guys. Until next time. Bye.